So there's a question about who checks for the ownership of the property to make sure that no other family members come forward claiming ownership of a property if you want to purchase in Italy. And you hear all these horror stories. So how that's taken care of is your notary is going to look into all of the paperwork. And before you close on the house, there's going to be a list of paperwork that the notary is going to ask for. And I'm going to put a list of that paperwork here and describe what each of those are. And choosing a notary is up to the buyer. So it's the buyer's choice to find the notary. Your agent can also recommend a few people if you don't know a notary, but it's up to the buyer to find the notary, and they're going to ask for all of this paperwork. So the first one, the Visura Castale, that determines ownership, category, location. Visura Ipotecarea, and apologies if I'm butchering this, looks into if there's any mortgages, liens, or legal claims against the property. You have the Attento di Provenienza, that's again origin of ownership, so who's the rightful owner of the property. You have the certificate of habitability, so is the house zoned to be habitable, because you do have to have that checked off before you can move in. There's tax receipts that they're going to ask for, so that proves that there's no outstanding local taxes. And then you have a planning compliance check, so that also double checks. That's that paperwork that says, okay, the physical outline of the home matches what's on record at the municipality. So again, all of these should be done by the notary, and it's the buyer's responsibility to find the notary. But of course, your real estate agent could suggest a notary that they feel good about working with, just to make sure all these papers are ticked and tied, because if they're not, a notary is not going to allow you to purchase the house, because you will be signing the deed in front of that notary. Hope this helps.